Content creation sucks now, and I miss the old Instagram. I miss the Instagram that was built on not caring about what you posted and genuinely just posting something that brought you joy. We used to do Rate Me's, we used to do Man Crush Mondays, Woman Crush Wednesdays. Social media was literally a place where you posted what you wanted, when you wanted, how you wanted, and because you wanted. Now Instagram is the most perfectly curated feed, For You page, post. I just spent the last 30 minutes deciding if I wanted to redo my reel cover so my page would look aesthetic for brands. And when you're in the content creator space, there is obviously going to be things that you need to have a little bit more polished and things that look a little bit better so brands get a better picture of what they're getting when they work with you. However, there are things that I've considered taking off my Instagram page that bring me joy because it doesn't fit the aesthetic that I have going on my page. I feel like when we say content creator, it is because you want to create something. And if that something isn't aesthetically pleasing to the algorithm or the For You page, then we tend to have this, I shouldn't post it or it won't look good. I'm a firm believer that if you want to be a content creator and that is on your heart, then that means you are to create something, and it doesn't have to look like what the rest of the world expects it to look like, or what you feel like it should look like, or what you think you should create to get more views, to get more likes, to get more people to follow you, because then you're just creating out of a desire to be liked rather than a desire to create. I redid my entire UGC portfolio today because my old one was neutrals, which I do like a good neutral, but I love color. I love color. And so why did I make something that is supposed to reflect me and my personality and who I am and what I enjoy? Why did I make that bland? I like color. I like bold. I like eccentric. I like things that make me happy and are bright and colorful. Why did I make a portfolio neutral and brown and bland? Because I thought it was more aesthetic. I thought it was more pleasing to the eye or more pretty for brands to want to hire me. We have gotten so used to everything having to be aesthetic and that what we like needs to fit into this box, or it needs to look like this, or it needs to be this style, or it needs to be this color, or it needs to present like this. Just be yourself, and that is aesthetic in and of itself. We don't need the creator who has the same color palette as the last 40, who uses the same font as the last 50, who has the same backdrop as the last 60. We need the creator who does something no one's seen before, who mixes things together that no one would have thought possible. But we are always thinking and looking at the lens of how can this be aesthetic? How can this fit in the feed? How can this please the algorithm? Who gives about the algorithm? And I know it may seem like that you need to do what all the other creators are doing because they're getting hired and you're not getting hired. But a brand does not need the same creator over and over again. It really is your personality, your interests, your designs, your creations that set you apart from every other person applying for that gig, for that job, sending that brand an email. The more personalization, the better. Why are we hiding away, and why are we so scared of being our own person? I think my favorite example of this is I saw someone posting that old houses were so pretty, and now all the houses that are built are cookie cutter. They look the same. They're white, they're bland, they're boring. There's no details. There's no thought. Why don't we change that? Why are we doing the same thing with our content? Why are we doing the same thing with our ideas and our branding and how we look and how we post and what we decide to wear? Why are we being the bland house? I truly think social media caps so many people's creative potential, and it's all because we assume that we are supposed to fit into this perfect little box of what the algorithm likes and what brands like to see, and what flows well, what doesn't flow well. But if you step outside of that box, But I always think, what if one person stepped outside of that box how many people would that inspire to step out of their boxes and step out of their friends' boxes? And now all of a sudden, this space for creativity is actually creative. It's not the same thing over and over and over. It's not the same boring colors and fonts. It's something new and exciting, and people are trying new things, and it is truly a creative space. And since I love to practice what I preach, I am going to start creating content that I enjoy and that feels authentic to me. I'm changing my editing style. Everything doesn't have to be the same every single time. Every video can be different. It can have a different font. It can have a different color. Who cares? I started my UGC content creator journey because I knew that I wanted to tap into my creativity, and I've already seen myself fall into the bland box that is the algorithm and fitting the aesthetic, when in all actuality, I've always wanted to use bright colors, eccentric patterns, fun designs, new angles, see what fits well in this video, but maybe it sucks in that video. And I'm about to tap in to how I want to edit, how I want to film, how I want to present myself, and it's going to be so incredible. So this is your sign, your stamp of approval, if you must, that it is okay to create content that does not fit everyone else's aesthetic. It is okay to create content that doesn't seem like it should fit in the algorithm. It is okay to create content that feels outside the box. In fact, I encourage you to do that.